Hey Sagittarius, how are you? My name's Danielle. Welcome to Moonlight Intuition. This is going to be a general tarot reading for you. If there are messages that resonate with you, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. I post free weekly readings for all 12 signs. Ooh, oh, fuck yes. Love this for you. Love this for you. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, all the info for that is in the description box below. This is a fantastic reading for you. Okay. Hi cuties. We have the Page of Swords reversed. We have the Sun. And we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so we have double Leo energy here, which is fire, your fellow fire sign. But FYI, if any of you have a prominent Leo person in your life, this may resonate for you or not. This could also mean something coming in Leo season. Maybe like a big change that's occurring or like coalescing. If there's something that you've been kind of like, oh my God, I've wanted to either travel, move here, change this, leave this fucking situation, blah, blah, blah. It might be coming like in Leo season, which is kind of like perfect. It's like hot girl summer. So good for you, Sag, if that's something that's happening for you. But first of all, the Sun, when the Sun pops up in any reading, it automatically makes the reading like ultimately positive, okay? It's the best card in the tarot, okay? It's like naked baby riding into the sunshine on a horse with a fucking red velvet like cape, sunflowers. It's just kind of fabulous, okay? Now I feel like this is kind of you. I feel like all these are you. Now, for some of you, you might also be dealing with, if you have a prominent air sign in your life, maybe someone that's like confusing to you, or if there is something that's confusing to you. But if again, general reading, this will resonate with everyone differently, but if you have like an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra in your life, but I also feel like this is kind of you and it's reversed. So I feel like you're just still kind of like going through it. So this to me is almost like, for certain, what comes to mind, it's almost like you're still kind of like in a data collection phase. You're still kind of like, okay, what is even going on? Like there's something about your life that you're like, I have felt so boxed in and I'm ready to explode and be the fabulous naked baby on the horse that I'm meant to be. Okay, but I feel like you're just still, it's almost like, I know this might sound like, yeah, okay. It's almost like, just like sit tight. You're still like, if you were a scientist and you're like, okay, here's my hypothesis. You have not enough information yet to conclude or deny the hypothesis. That's just kind of where you're at. And this is how life is. It really is. Like when you look at your past, it's like, think of anything in your life that you've been like, wanted to do something, wanted to leave something, wanted to blah, 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 blah. It's like, let's say you were like a job that you hated. I'm sure you can think of probably more than one in your past that you're like, I can't even bear to open my eyes one day knowing that I have to come here again. Like not that dramatic, but you know what I mean? And then, but the same on the other side of the coin, you're like, but I will never leave. Like, I don't know what else I would do. And then one day you're kind of like, oh, I'm done. And you're packing your boxes and you're leaving, right? So whatever it is, whether there's something that you want or that you want to remove or that you want to change or like whatever it is, you're just still kind of like in the data collection phase. And I feel like clarity is going to come soon. It's going to come from a very fucking confident place. And I feel like whatever this change is that you want to do is going to come from a confident place. You're going to be sure. You're going to be like one day like, oh, I'm done. I'm a fucking Sag. I got to move. Bye. Again, whatever that will mean to various people. But yeah, you are meant to kind of, I think you're like in your winter and it's almost like the ice is like, well, we're kind of like where we're at now. It's like winter is over, but it's like still winter. Like we're in spring, but it's like still winter. I mean, I'm in Toronto. It's like full on snow, but we're in spring. So it's like, there's still snow, but we're in spring, but below the surface, it's like, you know, flowers and stuff are going to like, they're like ready to go, like below the surface. So it's almost like below the surface, your change is there, but you're still kind of just like, the ice is just still melting. So it's almost like, don't worry. I know that like, okay, sure, easier said than done. Like, just don't worry about it. Focus on yourself. Cause I feel like this is just how this is. We all go through these phases. I mean, for me, even I went through like a 2-year like dark night of the soul. I was kind of aware. I was like, I think this is a very powerful time of my life. But there was also a time that I was like, I don't know if I'll ever come out of this. I was like, I don't know if I'll ever really feel like sparkly again, or if I'll ever feel worthy. And now I do. And I'm like in a better place in my life than I've ever been. Like, and it's internally and it's like confident, right? So I think you're just kind of heading to this. So it's like, don't even worry. You're a Sagittarius. Wherever you're at, it's like you're Jupiter. You're like the expansive, like, you know, you're meant to just see more, explore more, grow, learn, travel, laugh, stuff your face, get wasted, get fucked, do like all those things. It's like the party is not over yet. So if you've been like in a winter season, I feel like you're just kind of coming out of it. So it's just like, it's almost like just affirm. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. Clarity is coming. It is. And I feel like you feel it. You're kind of like, yeah, okay. I'm kind of, there's something with the physical change of seasons too, that it's just kind of like, yeah, okay. So I think you are heading, maybe even a trip, whatever. There's a change coming for you, I think. And that's, you'll be confident about it soon. You'll be clear about it soon. This is just kind of like Paige is kind of still like figuring it out. And like still kind of like a little bit aloof maybe. And maybe some of you are dealing with someone who's aloof and you're like, I can't even, like I can't, I don't know what the fuck is this. But you're still in it. Like, you know, you're still kind of like, but it's like, okay, I don't know why, but I'm still like, you're still around. And if that resonates with anyone, don't worry, even that'll sort itself out. Like it just will. One day you're like, either like that becomes stronger. Also do with like relationships for what it's worth. We have an eclipse happening in 2 days in Libra, which is all about relationships. And it's going to illuminate a lot of stuff. You know, there's a lot of like, ooh, in the astrology world, like, oh, watch out. I'm like, well, no, it's going to like illuminate things for us for the better, like how we've shown up in relationships and how we can change. So if you are in a bond that feels kind of maybe like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, it's like that can be also be strengthened. It doesn't mean that it's going to be like, bye, we're splitting up, but some people will. Breakups, divorces are very common. Like, but it's like not to say like, by the way, you're going to go through that, but it's like, I think basically just like whatever it is that feels kind of confusing or that you're like, I feel so like I have no control, almost like you feel like a bit of a dum-dum, maybe in like, in a good way. I don't mean that, but you know what I mean? You feel a bit like, okay, things are just, and I'm not really sure, but trust. Your moment in the sun is coming. And then this, and again, these are both Leo energy, double Leo energy here. So again, there might be something about the summer, like Leo season. Maybe some of you are having a hot girl summer coming up. You deserve it. But this, I love this because this is almost like the result. I feel like where you're going is like, I mean, this, I really, really like this card. Because it's like, this is the only card in the deck